time now for Media Watch, when we have a look at what the buzz in the media is here in France. Good evening to you, James Freedon, master of all things media related. Now, let's start with Claude Guéant. He's the Interior Minister here. He's been at it again, and when I say that, I mean he's been making controversial comments. Tell us more.
That's right. They call him the Cardinal because he used to be the Chief of Staff at the Élysée Palace. He's seen as sort of the power behind the throne, and now he's the Interior Minister, and coming out with all sorts of controversial statements. It is his sort of habit of making controversy. So what he lately said over the weekend, unlike left-wing relativists, we do not think that all civilizations are equal. Now, of course, what has caused, and Nicolas Sarkozy has since then come out, and I think we have some pictures of him this afternoon to defend
him. Isn't it? Civilization.
Well, you see, what's quite interesting is all of the right-wing all of his party members who are coming out to support him, including Nicolas Sarkozy this afternoon, are not really using the same words. They're sort of taking what he said and twisting it around a bit. So, for example, Nicolas Sarkozy said, "This is a ridiculous scandal. A civilization or a regime or a society that does not give the same rights to men and to women this civilization does not have the same value, or this civilization, society, or regime."
So they've been on a hunt for synonyms, haven't they?
That's right. He's been broadening it out to other sort of words
like
that
regime.
Don't really have the same meaning.
Right.
And indeed, Rachida Dati, former Justice Minister, did the same thing on France 2 this afternoon. She said, of course, not all societies are equal and not all regimes are equal, but the point is, he said, civilization, and that's what's getting everyone riled and getting everyone's back up. Now, Alain Juppé, the Foreign Minister, he was the only one to say, look, the use of the word civilization is not really appropriate. Now,
civilization could be deemed just one step away from race, couldn't
that's
it?
Right.
When that's what the controversy is here.
This is it. And as a lot of the people commenting on this in the media are saying, for example, Jean-Christophe Verhaegouin at the Nouvelle Observateur, he's saying, look, Claude Guéant went to the top schools in this country. He is an extremely sophisticated and polished senior civil servant who is obsessed with rigour and obsessed with precision. Don't tell me that this was just a slip of the tongue or that that this was a mistake, especially when we look at a lot of the similar things he said back over the years. For example, in 2011, on 2 different occasions, he said that he has the formidable task as Interior Minister of changing France so that it stays itself, so that it conserves its civilization. Later, he said the 2012 election is going to be about values. It's going to be an election about civilization. So this word keeps coming back, and it's pretty certain that it is strategic, and that what's going on here is that there's a lot of, I suppose, fear in French society of the other, and the Front National has tapped into that quite successfully, so they're trying to steal votes back from the Front National.
Let's not beat around the bush. He's been accused of trying to steal votes from the far right, hasn't
That's
he?
right. It's just it's electioneering, basically. That's what it comes down to.
Okay.
And I suppose some are saying that could be seen as a little bit irresponsible because it's playing on people's fears.
He's also had it in for the Roma community. He talked about the crusade in Libya.
That's right.
Many.
He has been known as Mr. Polemicist, Mr. Controversy. Let's have a look online at what some of the media have been saying about this. Slate.fr have developed a Guéantometer.
Oh, brilliant.
And the Guéantometer is a wonderful little instrument that measures how dirty the political debate is getting. So the idea is they're saying he is kind of the extreme example of, he is the extreme strategist.
He's in the red, is he?
Others, that's right, I think up at the top is where he's at. Now, other media have been sort of imagining him in all sorts of different unflattering poses as Napoleon, this game show Age of Mythology or Mytho-connerie. Connerie is stupidity in French. And you've
mythological
got,
stupidity.
I suppose the best is this one, I think, or at least it's the most current.
Like
if I could get up to it, it's all the way up at the top of the page. Here we are. Now, do you know the film The Artist?
Of course.
Has created a lot of comment at the
Film
moment.
of the year.
Here, reimagined as The Racist. And there he is appearing with Marine Le Pen because, of course, what everybody is speculating on is that he's just trying to steal votes from Marine Le Pen. So there they are, appearing on the front cover of The Racist.
Maybe he just does it for attention.
Perhaps.
Gets him in the headlines,
might
doesn't
be
it?
kind of, Freudian. There might be a Freudian explanation there. Maybe his mother didn't.
Who knows with these political types? Now, Angela Merkel, another politician, she's here in Paris today, and she's given her unreserved support to her good friend Nicolas Sarkozy, who, of course, is... he hasn't announced it officially yet, has he? But we're assuming he's going to try and get re-elected.
The delicate balancing act. I mean, she is now, as we speak, actually, conducting a joint interview with Nicolas Sarkozy on French television. I think we have some pictures of them this afternoon because it was recorded. It was recorded, actually, this afternoon.
Familiar sight, those two
That's
side
right,
by side.
Merkozy. And
trying to fix the world.
He hasn't officially said that he's a candidate, yet she's coming out to support his candidacy. So
it's quite an odd situation, isn't it? She wants him to be the president, but maybe he doesn't want to be.
Right, I'm not sure how they're going to approach that one tonight, but it's a delicate balancing act. Let's have a look online because we're hearing a lot about Merkozy over the years, over the last number of years.
There's that horrible picture
There's
again.
that awful picture where they've been imagined as this merged, kind of monstrous kind of image. And indeed, the New York Times is saying Merkozy fights for re-election. So essentially what's going on here is Angela Merkel is giving her support for re-election. Many are kind of saying, is that in her interest? Isn't it kind of, why would she fight his battle for him? Well, actually, over at Le Monde, they're kind of explaining that. They're saying, look, actually, Angela Merkel doesn't want to appear as if she is the sole leader of Europe. It's not in her interests in a domestic political scene to appear like she's the leader of a German Europe. So it suits her to appear as part of a tandem. Now, over at Atlantico, they're saying this could backfire for Sarkozy, having the German chancellor, seen as interfering in politics, in French internal politics. And there you go, after the whole Merkozy cartoons, now you've got stuff like this, Merkel lifting
it just goes on and
Sarkozy
on and
up
on.
for that little balloon apple, or a presidential apple, whatever
And everyone,
that's
of
meant
course,
to
is
mean.
saying, how is this going to work out if Francois Hollande does indeed make it to the Elysee in just 80 days' time?
That's right, he mightn't be too pleased about it. And he actually tweeted on it. I'll just very quickly show you that tweet. He said, look, she has the right to support him, but it's a tough task at hand.
Okay, James Creedon, many thanks indeed.
Thanks, Laura.